this question.
Ulandela nangabe kuvuma kuwe,
The way you're following, is it because you accept it in your heart?
ulandela nangabe uthanda ukulandela,
Maybe you like to follow,
o ulandela noma ngabe kwenze njani.
or you follow anyhow.
Khona abantu abalandela ngespare time.
There's people who only follow when they have a spare time.
Uma free uzombona naka free.
Only when you have a spare
Yena
time,
uzokutshela
that's
na
when he
uthi
comes.
namhlanje ngibone ithutshana.
He says, today I just had a spare
Umfundi
moment.
wakho njalo lo.
Is that your disciple?
Lo akunankinga kuye
The one
ukuthi
who doesn't have any worries.
akubone kanye ngenyanga.
He only sees you
Kodwa
once
uthi
a
uyakulandela
month,
ngisho.
but he says he's your follower.
Labantu kade behamba noJesu every day.
These people who followed Jesus daily.
And nansi into engimangazayo.
This is what surprises me.
Cela ukuthi uyizwisise lento.
I want you to listen to this carefully,
Before ngoba uPetro
because Peter
is the first disciple or first person ukuthi abizwe.
uPetro mfundo wokuqala, the first one who was called.
Kumatthew 4.
If you look at the book of Matthew 4,
So uJesu makaqala ukubiza abafundi ubiza uPetro.
the first disciple he called was
And
Peter.
uPetro njoba ebizwa eba number 1.
As he is the first one to be called,
Kungathi uJesu already uqalile ukuset order.
now it is as if God has already started to set up
Ngoba
his
noma
order.
esehamba uJesu
Because when he departed,
uhanda over kuPetro.
he gave it to Peter.
Kodwa uPetro
But Peter,
before engabona kuhandwa over kuye.
before he saw things being handed over to
Ubizwa
him,
ukuthi asupporte uJesu kulento
it calls him
ayenzayo.
to support Jesus Christ on what he's doing.
Yingakho ngelinye ilanga kuthiwa uJesu wayengasolwandle.
That is why it said that Jesus Christ was next to
Ixuku
the sea,
zammenyanisa.
and then the multitude crowded him.
Wangena emkhumbini kaPetro.
He entered in Peter's boat.
So uPetro akaqalanga eseshumayela njengoJesu.
Petro didn't start preaching like Jesus
Waqala
Christ.
ngokufanda iministry kaJesu engakashumayeli.
He started funding Jesus' ministry before his preaching.
So uJesu wathola ipulpit
Then Jesus Christ found a place to speak
emkhumbini kaPetro.
inside Peter's
Yingakho
boat.
uma esethi kuye ngenele ekujuleni
That is why when he says go
wehlisa amanetha
deeper,
nibambe.
release your
Uma
nets.
uPetro
and
ethi ukubamba
deeper.
inhlanzi eyiningi,
When he held up a lot of
uJesu uyamtshela uthi hayi Petro,
Jesus Christ tells him and says,
lento
Peter,
ayihlangananga neinhlanzi oyibambe
this is
namhlanje.
not about the fishes
Kodwa
you
lento
caught today.
iyipicture yento esazokwenzeka
This is
ngawe.
a picture of what's going to
Ngoba
happen
wena
about you,
uzobamba abantu.
because you're going to be catching people.
Yingakho ngosuku lwePentecost uPetro wababamba abantu.
That's why on the day of
Ubabamba
Pentecost,
ngoba wake
He
wasupport
once saw-
indoda ebamba abantu.
because at once he supported someone who caught people.
Into emangazayo ukuthi wonke umuntu uma esengena kuministry
It's amazing that everyone, when entering ministry,
sekafuna isupport.
he wants support.
Mara lesikhathi angakangena kuministry kade
But
angasupport umuntu.
before he was in the ministry, he never supported anyone.
Ngicela ukusho lamazwi
Can
bazalwana
I
hayi
please
kabi.
say this to you? Not in
Uma
a bad
ngabe
way.
uzwa ubizo
If you feel a calling inside you,
kodwa awukho faithful ebandleni okhonza
yet you are
kulo.
not faithful in your
Awukho
church,
ready for lento ofuna
you're
ukungena
not
kuyo.
ready what you're about to
Ngoba
embark on.
uzoyivuna into oyitshalile.
Because you're going to reap what you sow.
Uzoyivuna. Ufaka isinkwa ngapha uzosithola ngaphesheya.
You put in bread here,
Lesinkwa
you
leso
get
sifaka
it.
la uzothi na
The
ufika
very
ngale
bread that
enzansi
you planted.
komfula
When you get
usithole
there at the
sikhona
end of
isinkwa
the ocean,
sakho.
you will get that same bread.
Usifanise lesinkwa ngathi zami lesi.
You will ask,
Sihamba
is this my bread?
namanzi.
It's with the water.
Mawenze
working.
kahle.
If you've done
Uzobona
well,
ama results wokwenza
you will see
kahle
good results.
in future. Yeah. Iqiniso nje.
That's the truth.
So sikhuluma nge discipleship.
We're talking about ukuba umfundi.
So i preparation.
This is ukuzilungiselela.
Yiyo lesikhuluma nge preparation.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Uma uyilungiselela,
If you are preparing yourself,
funda ukulandela
you need to learn to follow.
ku preparation.
Ekuzilungiseleleni.
Ufunde ukulandela ngaphandle kokubuza imibuzo.
You need to teach yourself to follow without asking questions.
Ubuze sewulandelile.
And then only ask after you've followed.
Abafundi bakaJesu bambuza iparable sekeyiqedile.
The
Bathi
disciple of Jesus Christ are asking about the
Akusichazelele
parable
parable.
after he has finished. Explain to us this parable.
abamphazamise sesebhizi nayo.
They don't interfere while he's still talking.
Uyibambe net lapho. Ithini le
Just hold it
parable.
there. What do you mean?
bayamlinda
They wait for him to finish.
yeah. So ama-preparations
Ukuzilungiselela.
asikhulume the call to discipleship.
Ukubiza ukuba umfundi.
Masikhuluma nge-call ngoba umuntu uyabizwa abazalwane.
A person is called, brethren.
Before the call to fivefold ministry,
Ngaphambi kokubizwa kwe-fivefold ministry,
kune-call to discipleship.
kunobizo of being umfundi.
Kusho ukuthi ngamanye amazwi
It means, in other words,
inkinga ukuthi umuntu abizwe to fivefold ministry
It's a
engakaze
problem
walithola ubizo
for a person
lwe-discipleship.
to be called in the fivefold ministry, yet he hasn't received a call to be a disciple.
Ngoba ubizo lwe-discipleship
Because the call of being umfundi,
lukufundisa umsebenzi.
it teaches you work.
Ubizo lwe-fivefold
The call of fivefold,
lukunikeza ithuba lokufundisa abanye umsebenzi owawufunda ngesikhathi nawe usafundiswa.
it gives you an opportunity to teach others the work you were taught while you were still being taught.
So akuqali ngobizo lwe-fivefold.
It doesn't start with the call of the fivefold ministry.
Kuqala ngobizo lokuba umfundi.
It starts from being called to be a disciple.
Yingakho uJesu mayebabiza uthi follow me.
That is why Jesus Christ says,
I will make you
"Ngilandeleni,
fishers of men."
ngizonenza abadwebi babantu."
So kunamavesi amaningi bazalwane engingangeni kuwo.
There's a lot of scripture verses that I haven't read
Ngoba kukhona la ngijaha ukuthi sifike khona.
because there's a place where I want to get to.
Kodwa umuntu uyabizwa.
But a person is called
And wena uzolinda ukuthi ke ufike uGabriel.
while you waiting for Gabriel
Uthi
to
ulele
appear,
ebusuku afike
While
athi
you sitting, sleeping,
zokubiza ukuthi ube ngumfundi.
waiting for him to say, "I have come to call you to be a
No
disciple."
Petro akufikanga uGabriel.
Even with Peter, Gabriel never
Kwafika
arrived.
indoda ehamba
A
ngeenyawo.
man walking on 2 feet came towards him.
Kwafika umuntu osenyameni.
A man in flesh came
Wathi
to him
ngilandele.
and said, "Follow me."
Nabo bonke abafundi ababizwa.
And to all the disciples who were called,
Ubiza uPetro noAndrea.
Peter and Andrew,
Ubiza uJakobe noJohane.
James and John,
Ubiza uPhilip.
Philip,
Kodwa kunalo mfundi ubiza uMateyu.
and also Matthew.
Abantu esinama records bebizwa direct.
Those are the records we possess,
And
whom
bonke
were
balandela.
called directly, and they followed.
Kodwa kunalo mfundi esingatshelwa igama lakhe.
There's a certain disciple whom we are not told his name.
Kuthiwa omunye wabafundi.
It is said that one of the disciples,
Ngoba uyazi ukuthi kusahamba kahle nje kuvela omunye.
while things are going well, here comes a person.
Ngoba lo omunye can be you.
Because that very person could be you.
Yiko akanagama, ungafaka noma yini lapha.
He doesn't have a name. So it could be
Omunye
anyone.
wabafundi uyababona abantu
One of the
babizwa.
disciples, he can see people are called.
And balandela
And
man.
all of them, they
And
follow.
uJesu akabizanga abantu abebehleli bengenzi lutho.
And Jesus Christ didn't call people who were idle.
Petro no Andrea kade bedoba ama
Peter and
businessmen.
Andrew were at the fishers,
uJakobe noJohane
businessmen.
kade benceda ubaba wabo ku
James and
business
John, they
lasekhaya.
used to help their father in
Bakhipha
the home
emsebenzini
business.
nabo.
He took him out of work.
uMateyu ukhishwa eofficeini lakhe eqoqa
He was
imali.
taken out of his sex office.
Ngoba uma ungakwazi uba responsible wena uyi-one.
If you're not
Impilo
responsible
yakho ube productive.
to your life and be productive,
Uzoba inkinga vele na ungaba umfundi.
you will become a problem if you become a disciple.
Kufuneka umuntu okhuthele.
We need someone who's diligent.
Umsebenzi.
This is job. This is a work.
Umsebenzi lo.
This is work.
Kufuneka umuntu osebenzayo okhuthele.
We need someone who's diligent,
alele
who works.
phansi kwesihlahla.
He didn't call people who were lying down lazy
Adulele.
under the tree.
Hayi woza ke.
You sleeping.
Ubuyazi uzolala
idly.
emsebenzini.
Come, he knows he's going to sleep at work.
Ubiza abantu abavuka ekseni.
He needs
Ubiza
people who
abantu
wake up early in the
abadoba
morning.
ubusuku bonke.
People who fish
uPetro athi
through the
inkosi
night.
sishikashikile.
Petro says,
Ubusuku
we've been
ubiza
toiling
abantu
all around.
abazimshikashika.
He calls people who know the work.
Abantu abashayekile empilweni.
People who
Belwa
are
nokuthi
hit in
izinto
life,
zihlangane.
trying to get things together.
Bephikelela kunzima.
Fighting when he's
Umuntu
hurt.
ongalahli
A
thawula.
person who doesn't give up.
Ubiza abantu abanjalo uJesu.
He's calling those people.
Manje kuthiwa omunye wabafundi.
And it said that one of the disciples,
so uthi ke yena hayi inkosi ngicela ukuthi ke ungivumele
Lord, can you please allow me?
zokulandela net bengicela
I will follow
uvume
you.
nje
Please allow me
ke
first.
ngiyongcwaba ubaba
Can I go bury my father?
omunye ke wabafundi
This is some of the disciples.
gama lakhe liku ID
His name, question mark.
ubona ukulandela uJesu kungabalulekile
He sees following Jesus not
Into
as important like
ebalulekile
others.
kuye
What's
ukuyongcwaba
important to him
ubaba wakhe.
is to go bury his father.
and iBhayibheli
The Bible-
alithi wayeshonile ubaba wakhe
The Bible doesn't say he's dead. His
kusho ukuthi
dead
ngamanye
was
amazwi
dead.
lo mfundi uthi inkosi
In other words, this disciple
ngiyoqala
says,
ukuba serious nawe
the only time I'll be serious with
uma
you,
ubaba eseshonile
it's after my dad has passed.
okwamanje ngamukele njenge-church member
Right now, just
So
accept that
attend
I'm just a
ngama-Sunday
church
nangithola
member.
i-chance.
I will only attend when I get a
mithandazo
moment.
yaphakathi kweviki nabe ngivumelile
Well,
ngizoza
if I get
kodwa
permission and come during,
ungangilindi ey'ntweni ey'serious ungangifaki kwamanje
but don't include me.
hhayi
now
ukuthi
that's important.
angifuni
Not that I don't want
ngihlushwa
to.
ukuthi nginama-responsibilities ekhaya
It's because I have certain responsibilities before you.
angifuni ukuvela njengomuntu o-irresponsible
I don't want to appear like someone who is irresponsible to my
ingako
family.
lo mfundi
That is why this disciple,
akekho kude kakhulu
he's not afar.
lo mfundi
This very
ngoba
brethren,
kuthiwa omunye wabafundi
this disciple,
angenzeka ukuthi akekho phesheya
it might happen that he's not overseas.
engenzeka ukuthi akekho phesheya
It might happen that he's not overseas.
baningi abantu ababone eseya ku-pension
Many are the people who only realize when they
ukuthi
were about to
yonke
go
lento
to
akade
pension
uzama ukuyenza
that everything he was toiling to do,
was a waste of time
it was a simple waste of time
ngoba ayina favor kaNkulunkulu
because he didn't possess a favor from God.
ushikashikele impilo yakhe yonke
He's been toiling all his life.
kwangalunga nalento akade wayilungisa
Nothing got well. Even the
nokwenza
one he was trying
umsebenzi
to fix,
kaNkulunkulu nako kwama
even doing the work of God stood.
kahle hle usele ku-chaos lo muntu
Now he's swimming in chaos.
ngoba zange akwazi ukwenza lento akade uyayenza
For he wasn't able to do what he was trying to
nojesu
do.
akajabulanga
And even Jesus Christ is not happy.
omunye wabafundi
One of the disciples.
mhlawumbe ngenxa yale vesi
Because of this scripture verse,
kunencwadi bazalwane engicela ukuthi ke siyifunde
there's a book that I want us to read.
kunomzalwane engizomcela sifundele le ncwadi
There's this one
ngenxa yale
brethren.
vesi
I'm going to ask to read us this
ungahlala
book.
phansi nje uyifunde le ncwadi simbekezelele bazalwane ayikho yinde kakhulu
Can we please be patient with him? It's not a long story,
kodwa inezinto ezibalulekile phakathi kwayo
but it possesses very important things in
and
it.
mhlambe kuzoyenzeka uma eloku efunda ngihambe ngimphazamisa ndawanyana
It might happen during his reading, I might stop him.
kodwa ngicela ukuthi simbekezelele ayifunde nje le ncwadi
Please be patient and allow him to read this
aze afike la kufanele afike khona
until he gets to where he's supposed to get.
le ncwadi incwadi eyabhalwa omunye umzalwane
This is a book that was written by a certain believer.
igama lakhe William Booth
His name is William Booth.
lo baba uyi-founder ye Salvation Army
This man is a founder, as it said.
yazi ukuthi Salvation Army yeah so ke le ncwadi le
This book,
ibhalwe uye
he's the one who wrote
but
this book.
ake silalele nje
But let us please listen to this.
lalele nje
Kindly listen.
khonto ozoyithola la
Is this your life? I had a very strange vision the other day, and I have been greatly perplexed as to whether or not I should tell it to others. The chief difficulty I find concerning it is that it seems to lay me upon to the charge of being too severe. In seeming to shut out of heaven a great multitude who are expecting to go there, because I portray the gate narrower than the Bible is supposed to make it.
uyayizwa ke manje
Can you
lo
hear that?
mzalwane uthi ubona umbono
He saw a
lo
vision.
mbona ubonile
This vision he saw,
umayelana nezulu
it's about heaven.
kodwa ube nokungabaza ukuthi asitshele lento ayibonile
But he had,
ngenxa
of what he told us.
yokuthi
Because of that,
ngenxa yokuthi uma engasitshela leqiniso
If he